blows your hair back, baby? Whatever blows your hair back, studio.
7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated in the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we have engaged in a civil war, testing whether the nation or any nation so conceived or dedicated can long endure. We have met on the great battlefield of that war, and we have come to dedication portal of that field as a final resting place for those who gave their lives that the nation might live. Whew. It is also though fitting and proper that we should do this.
Sound like a little kid just learning how to read.
This is so long, but in the larger sense, I'm trying to maintain Abraham Lincoln's diction. How I sound like an Abraham Lincoln, the brave man, living and dead, who struggled here. George, help me.
This speech is
It's gone too long.
Shall I say this about this speech? The beginning it started off good, and then we kind of lost. I don't really know what's going on.
The brave man living and dead.
It just sounds like it's.
Hey, it sounds like the pizza's here.
The pizza. Is the pizza here?
Hold on, Sophia. Can you go see if the pizza's here?
Pizza time.
Guys, we do this sometimes. Pizza's coming.
Listen, I did chop down the cherry tree because the cherry tree had a
George. Talk like George Washington. Who'd we order that from?
I am George Washington.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just tuning in, it is President's Day today, and you are here with Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president, and we have here our very own George Washington, our first president.
I'm on the $1 bill.
He's on the $1 bill. I believe I'm on the $5 bill.
Congratulations.
Who's the pizza from?
Let's
read it. This is Give it. Talking to Mike, who we ordering pizza
Sorry.
from? Where's it from? And what's it about?
This is Pisano's pizza.
What did you get on it?
Pepperoni mushrooms. It's thin crust. I forgot to put it well done on the crust. So that's my. That's
Looks like
my
a
mistake.
goddamn. Is that a goddamn onion?
I don't know what this is.
It's like an onion of a sort.
It does look like an onion, but I don't know where it must have. I don't know if it's on the pizza. I didn't order it with onion. Oh, it might have. Oh, it just might have.
Oh,
some
damn.
onion on it.
So what kind of toppings we got on
It's
this
thin.
pizza?
It's thin crust. It was supposed to be pepperoni mushrooms, but it looks like it. I might have.
Let me try a sliver
I
here.
might have
I'm
put
gonna
something
take
on
a
like
corner
Randy's
piece.
pizza. It might be some bell
We're
pepper.
gonna check
and
the
some
crust
onion
here
on
at the bottom. It looks like a pie, hardened crust. Ooh, it's got a good. What they call it, the base carriage.
My pizza. It's Chicago thin crust.
Where's this pizza from again?
Pisano's.
Oh,
I mean, the crust is just.
and this is why interrupt
about-
me, man.
You talking about thin
In the
crust?
middle of my speech, interrupt honest Abe in his speech. But now we're doing a pizza. You know what you can't have without pizza? Coca-Cola. Oh.
This is a good pairing. Oh, damn.
I think this pizza's pretty good. Mighty fine good pizza. You still didn't tell me Pisano's. Chicago Pisano's.
Pisano's.
Where's the address?
We got like 5, 6 locations.
5, 6 locations.
Downtown.
Pisano's here in Chicago.
They're an institution in Chicago, man. They've been out here for a minute.
Is this a damn gold coin? Yeah, stand by. What do we got coming up, Sophia? Sophia, show them what's coming up. Next episode in a couple weeks. So give them a flash, see if they can put it together with the gold coins and whatever you might look like.
Today involves a leprechaun. Let me give you a hint.
Man, Pisano's, I'll take one pizza. Stab this little pepperoni right here just a little bit. That's all I need right
I
now.
said, goddamn, this is a good piece of
You know what, Brad? I think that's good enough for me right now. I'd like to get back to my gosh damn speech, my Abraham Lincoln speech.
Are you going to continue
If
with
you're
that?
just tuning in today, today's President's Day. I'm Abraham Lincoln. I am Abraham Lincoln. I'm your 16th president. And we have George Washington right here, your first president. He's on the $1 bill. I'm your big, tall, strong abolitionist. And I'm on your $5 bill. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to tell you little stories about Abe and Washington. And we're going to jump in and out of character into the third person. We're going to do little stories and maybe kind of some skits we have planned. We're going to try to work them out. So if you bear with us through this podcast episode, we did do some studying and we got some cool stuff, some cool quotes to drop, some good facts. Can you help me out, Brad? Like, I know you were over there watching like videos for a good couple hours, and Brad got caught up in Abraham Lincoln and slavery.
I found out that George Washington is the one that chopped down a cherry tree, not Abraham Lincoln.
Well, I mean, that's just common knowledge. I can't believe that you're sharing that online before you're about to be that
Abraham
character.
Lincoln. I'll be honest. I thought it was Abraham Lincoln.
He's being honest.
I thought that's where he got his. I thought that's where he got his name, Honest Abe.
Honest Abe. Fun fact: I got my name Honest Abe because I was a really honest lawyer. And the politicians did not give me that name. It is because I am a good lawyer and the people gave me the name of Honest Abe. I am an honest man. Character in and out.
What kind of law do you practice, Abraham?
I practice all parts of law, mostly political law, and I want to mostly law for law-abiding citizens and knocking down the slavery. That's the law I practice. I am for the people. We the people.
Bunch of nonsense. That last part, pure gibberish.
Well, I bet you can't recite the preamble.
Mm.
Stand up tall like George would. You're over there slobbering on pizza, regurgitating like you can create, like you can just say the whole preamble off the top of your head all slouched over like George Washington would never sit. He commanded the Continental Army. Stand like him, lecture like him, and give the speech like him. All right, let's remove this pizza.
The preamble.
Take this. I'll take it over here. I got it. That, guys. Pisano's, your very own Chicago Pisano's Pizza. Brought to you by whatever blows your hair back. We gave you the best review. If you're tuning today on President's Day of 2024, I'm Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president, also known as Honest Abe. And I am here to give you the greatest advice for President's Day and give this Pisano's Pizza the greatest review. We honor this pizza. It's a good pizza.
Yeah. We the people of the
Ha!
Excuse me.
Are you ready? Are you ready to recite your preamble? Get into the mic.
Reading of the preamble.
Read it into the mic. Stand tall.
Don't tell me my business, boy.
Tell the people.
I was
look
the
in the
first
camera.
president. You were the 16th. Okay.
You got me there.
Wow, I'm your
You
elder.
made slaves. I freed
Respect
slaves.
your elder. I
freed
hate no
slaves.
one. George Washington hates no one.
Okay, George.
Washington got
Okay, George.
ashes.
Give you a couple leprechaun coins over here. You tell me
Give
what's
me
coming
one
up
of them.
next.
Give me one of them doubloons. I'm gonna go cash it in at the pawn
Cash
shop.
that in, you know, green.
We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and to our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
That was okay. Mine was way longer. It's like 13 paragraphs, and we didn't break it into. It's too much words, and I get confused looking up and down.
Well, I don't know what you're trying to say.
4
No, you
and
did.
7 years.
You already went. That was enough. Let's get back to the life and times of
Let's start with you chopping down the apple tree. At what date this was performed and why you did so,
okay.
George.
So, where's my axe? Let's see, my axe. I'm gonna ask
Get
you.
your axe, boy.
Axe me.
Get your axe before I ask you another question.
Let me ask you a question. You seen a goddamn cherry tree in your yard. I seen it, and I wanted them cherries. And I'll be honest, I chopped it down out of pure spite. It was a girl.
Oh, you do. Thus so.
It was a girl next door. This lady next door. She was a real
George.
She was a large woman. She ate a lot of apple pies and a lot of ice cream. And she would never share it with me, and it made me very
I don't think they had ice cream back there, George. Let's cut to the TV.
She had a cherry tree in her backyard, and she used to pick them cherries. It was very good cherries, very nice cherries, best cherries in the whole neighborhood. And so I wanted them cherries, and not only that, but I wanted to chop down a cherry tree because I wanted to destroy something that this woman loved because of my hatred for her.
Why do you want to? Okay.
So I chopped down the cherry. I took the cherries, and then when they caught me, I pretended to come clean, and I said, "I cannot tell a lie. I chopped down the cherry tree." Well, they knew that because 4 people had seen me, and I also still had my hatchet in my hand. So
You had an axe in your hand, son.
yeah, I was dragging that. I was just steady eating the cherries, and I was
George, get to the story, boy.
what you call caught red-handed. So I said I cannot. So I said this. I said I cannot tell a lie. I chopped down the cherry tree, and ever since then,
7 years ago, our fathers. Whew, that was way better. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation. Now, what were you saying?
I said I did it. I did it out of spite.
Tell me something else that you did for our country, George.
Well, I led, I led the army against the goddamn British in the Revolutionary War. So
That sounds like a pretty cool thing to do. Now, tell me more. One moment.
Well,
I think I have presidential socks on. Kennedy.
John F. Kennedy, he was
Presidential socks
you were
on.
dead long before he was alive.
Can you see the view? Sophia, do you got the view?
I do.
This is Kennedy. I bet you didn't see that coming.
No, I didn't.
Now finish your story. Go back to yourself, George. Go back to yourself.
I don't know. I was in the war. We won the war. I was then elected president. I was the president. I was the best president there ever was.
You were the first president, and many more to come.
Well, I had lead poisoning because I had problems.
Teeth of war. Your teeth
Problems
were
with
made
my,
of
I had
wool.
problems with my teeth, so I had different
you
sets
to
of
see the man's teeth.
I had
Sophia,
different sets
can
of
you pull
dentures.
up wool, George Washington steel wool teeth?
Well, I have different sets of
George
dentures made.
Washington steel
Some are made
wool
out of donkey teeth, some out of horse teeth,
Horse
some
teeth
are
and
wool,
donkey teeth. Thus far,
and some are an amalgamation of a collection of teeth from those unfreed black folks, aka the slaves. And,
so you took teeth from other men.
I did not take them per se.
You accumulated teeth of another man of color.
You call me the tooth fairy of the.
Oh, and so you had teeth of wool, lead teeth, teeth of slave.
Indeed.
3 different type of teeth. 4 different type of teeth.
Indeed,
So you must say George Washington had a tooth problem.
Well, you could say he had the plethora of teeth. If you were to
He had a tooth problem.
If you would on the glasses half, you would say he had a plethora. I would say I had a plethora of grills, in which I could choose from on a daily basis, depending on my outfits.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. While the man has not only had teeth of wool, stated, if anybody ever watched Big Daddy, sweet movie quote, Big Daddy in the movie, they talk a little about George Washington. They do a skit about George Washington, and his teeth were made of wool. Hip hop anonymous.
Hip hop anonymous.
Hip hop anonymous. Damn you! You give him all the easy ones. Funny story about President's Day. While we're on President's Day, I was given a test in high school, and I think I was a freshman, and I skipped that day because I did not know the President's Day because Mr. King, I don't want to know and memorize all of the presidents, so I just simply wrote all the name of the presidents, one, all the way down to how many they were at that time. Boom, 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 boom. Put it on the back of the sheet. Took my test. Was writing it down, just doing my test, because he had to take me out in the hallway because I skipped the normal test day. That man came out and he lifted up my paper. He knew I was cheating, and I got suspended from school from that. And that's all I got to say about that, about President's Day, and how I just tried to cheat it and think that I never needed to know anything about them. And now here I am as the president, the 16th president. Brad, are you okay?
What was the outcome of your cheating? You were suspended from school. Did you pass your class?
Yes, I did. I got a C. He was very hard on me. I was not a good test taker. I got C's in classes like that, in politics.
You was a cheater.
I was a cheater because it was easier, because I did not want to retain that information in such a short period of time. I thought it would be easier to write it down, hang out with my friends and smoke weed and show up to school and just take the easy card. Because in life, if anybody ever asks you the presidents, you just pull your phone on, you fucking look it up. Never are you going to have to pull that out off the top of your head. So I thought it was pointless knowledge to memorize, and I had other things to occupy my brain space with. And that's what I did as honest
Google's
Abe.
not around back then. You did not know anything about Google. You just lucked out, just so happens.
I told I could see into the future, my friend. I knew it. That I knew like Abe Lincoln could see into the future and how I could think of things.
Yeah, you
and I
should have
knew
seen
that
John Wilkes
that
Booth.
was going to be common
Should have
simplicity
seen John
knowledge.
Wilkes Booth coming before he put one pill right in the back of your head.
Mr. Booth. He did assassinate me. I was an assassinated president. I was in a theater.
Blew your goddamn head off.
Why would he do such a thing? Could you tell the story, George, of why I was assassinated?
Well, there's many theories. Essentially,
I was assassinated. I was shot.
well, it's not
It was a
necessarily.
sad day because I freed the slaves. I was a big abolitionist. Funny story first. Tell them how we're both Republicans and how they flip-flopped. You're very good at
yes.
stating how I can be a
well.
Republican, as can he, but he made slaves and I freed
Well,
slaves.
here's the thing. Historically, the Democratic Party, the Democratic Party was the
that
one
I
that
created.
would keep the black man down, and the blacks were the party of the Republicans. They were in the Republican Party. It was reversed back in the day, and so the Democrats figured out. The Democrats, their mission was always to control the blacks. And so what they done was, whenever they had, I think it was LBJ, and he created the New Deal, then that was essentially the creation of the welfare state. And that's when the Democrats became the party of the handout. And that's what
The Dems became the party of the handout then.
Yes. In order to maintain control over, like
Oh,
I said,
Lord.
the blacks.
So we were both Republicans, but we still had different views.
Well, that's how they flip flopped it. You know, people don't understand.
Yes, I understand it now, but I didn't understand it till you explained it, George.
Democrats, you gotta, they're tricky. Keep your eyes on them.
So would you say if you were to go back in time and we could fix things and correctly categorize them, would Abraham Lincoln, myself, be a Democrat?
I reckon so.
I reckon so as well.
No, he would not. He would be a Republican. The Southerners were Democrats. The Democrats were trying to keep the black people down. They were the slave owners instead of Democrats. You understand? Democrats. People don't talk about that. So you would have been a Republican.
7 years
How many
ago,
times are
our
you gonna-
father brought until I get my line like Abraham Lincoln got the line. All I'm going is for the first line. I know I can't want to get it out one of these times. So just quit interrupting me and let me be my character, George. I'm not the Continental Army that you are trying to lead.
By all means,
Go hang out with Lee.
proceed.
7 years ago, our fathers brought forth a continent of a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Voice keeps changing in multiple tones because I don't know how to get to Abraham Lincoln's voice. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent. Cut there. Help me, George.
Give me that thing. Let me show you how to do it.
Oh, you're gonna read?
Watch this. Excuse me. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation. Conceived in liberty
Terrible.
and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
No. no.
Just
It's
give it a
not
little
powerful
pause.
at all. I can't believe that you even came off with something. But you know what?
I didn't say, oh, I'm not, and I didn't stutter. Jackson.
And that's what we were doing back in 1863, Abraham Lincoln. So, as we were studying today and reviewing what we were going through, I couldn't help but to notice George Washington over here. He fell in love with a lot of slaves. Could you tell one of your stories, George, on your love affair of one of your?
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
You don't say.
I did have sexual relations with that woman.
Mr. Washington, there are a lot of people with the last name Washington. Do you have to say that you have anything to do with that to this modern day and time, George?
Since I'm already dead, I will confess. I will confess that I did have sexual relations with that woman and several others, her sisters and aunties and cousins.
But wasn't there one that you specifically tracked down almost obsessively tracked her
Well,
down?
I was trying to drop seed in her so that I could have a baby. I wanted to have a bastard baby at a wedding like him to be a mulatto. So then,
That's what I heard.
so I was attempting to do so, at which time I was bushwhacked by some of her relatives, so she could run away.
So would you say this slave did not love you?
Oh, she did not at all.
So you were in love with a woman that did not love you?
Oh, indeed, sir. I was dead set on forcing myself upon her. As the story goes.
George!
Well, I'm
George.
dead, so I feel the need to be honest. You see how dusty my head is? That's because I'm dead, you see?
Sophia, what are you laughing at over there? Sophia's over there. She can't hold it together, George.
Well, I never said she was stable. Reliable.
You're a lover, boy, a love affair. Now you say you never had a wife.
Reliable.
Tell me, did you have a love affair with your wife as well?
Well, yes, but she was a bit of a prude, and she she used to make me come in the paper towel.
George, not acceptable for the president.
Well, that's
of the
what
United
I
States.
said. I said this is unacceptable. I shall go out into the quarters and find me another. How do you like that, Miss Washington? Miss Martha, or whatever your
This
name
is President's Day. George,
I
this is
threw a
President's-
chair at her one time.
We're telling true stories of what George Washington did.
Threw a chair at her. She got real mouthy one day. It was a Sunday morning, and I woke up.
Just pissed
I
off.
was
You do
hung
that
out.
sometimes.
I had peed to bed. I was so pissed drunk from the night before, and I woke up with a splitting headache. And she went to hollering. I swear to God.
I heard she punched one of your wool teeth right
Well,
out.
she did. Well, not only that, she wipes herself with it in a place where where the sun don't shine.
Oh.
I did not appreciate that.
Do not appreciate that.
Right, I don't know how many peanuts she done ate, but Lord. Anywho, she cut out.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Tell me about what you know. Tell me about the Underground Railroad. Tell me about all the men that was in.
I look like Harriet Tubman?
You look just like Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman, he was a running fast man.
Harriet Tubman.
He had the balls of
You ever
steel.
see a
Harriet
picture
Tubman.
of Harriet Tubman?
I seen Harriet Tubman the movie. Have you seen Harriet Tubman the movie?
No, but I seen photographs of her.
He was a runner, man.
She was not a pretty woman. First of all, Harriet Tubman was a she. You know that, right? Not he. Harriet Tubman was a woman. God damn it. The fuck is
Why am I thinking of the dude in the movie of Harriet Tubman that ran? It was with her.
I never seen that movie. I tell you what.
I said this scene of this dude running through the river. It was her too. There was a dude and a girl, Harriet and a guy. And yeah, I messed that up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, good lord! I dropped out of the character. I was into Tyler. Now I'm back. So, tell me more about Abraham Lincoln's story. Brad's a history buff, as you can
Well, you're
see.
honest, Dave. So, you signed the Emancipation Proclamation. which essentially is set free the slaves and divided up the country
I did.
into the Confederacy, who then seceded from the Union and acted as though they were their own country, even electing a leader. Jefferson Davis was the leader of the Confederacy. He then appointed General Robert E. Lee as head of the army, and they went about, defending the South against the War of Northern Aggression, which was the Yankees' invasion into the states.
Charles, back in the
below
child.
the Mason-Dixon line.
God, it's so wet with the Mason-Dixon line. Oh, man, Lord, have you ever been west of the Mason-Dixon line?
Mason-Dixon line runs east to west, so you go north and south of the Mason-Dixon.
There you have it, gentlemen. North or south of the Mason-Dixon line. Go on, Brad. George,
Well, there's
Go
also
on,
there's
George
also
Washington.
there's also the Louisiana Purchase, in which I was involved in. Best purchase ever. Took him to the cleaners.
You're still buying land to this day, Brad, hey? Real estate, is this what you do? George,
you goddamn right.
you were part of the Louisiana Purchase. Could you go into grave detail on how you were part of the Louisiana
Well,
Purchase?
just know this. France, a bunch of pussies, they owned it. They owned it, and then we made them an offer. We basically said, here, we'll give you this money for it. It was about 10 cents on the dollar. And we said, oh, we'll just kill you. How does it sound? Would you take the money? It was like a plateau or plomo, is what we told them. And then they took the money, which was the smart bit. So that's how that went down. We took over all the fur trappings and tradings coming up and down the river, and et cetera and so forth.
You took over all the fur trap. Could you go into grave detail? Because is that behind you a fur on your back?
You talking about my ponytail? You son of a
yes,
bitch?
sir. You got a ponytail. Boy, there might be a fur, or is that a fur? I believe there is a fur on your back. George Washington, there is a raccoon literally on your back. Pull it out. No, really, there's a raccoon behind you. We're talking about fur trade. It's right there. Your arm's on it.
No.
Holy fat.
Jesus Christ.
Now, we're talking about fur trade. Is this the fur we're talking
Yeah,
about,
this
George?
is just the type of fur I'm talking about. This here's your run-of-the-mill beaver pelt. This one's probably a male, around about, about 4.5, 5 years old. Got a nice snout on him, it measures about, if you got one that's about the size of your thumb, that means he's about 5 to 7 years old. Now the claws, what you can do is you cut off the claws of these and you boil them, you make a nice stew. And then this, and you can either make just like a little hat out of it, or you can get about 20 of these and string together a big jacket.
You could use some beaver to do the same. You could use beaver to do the same, George.
Yes, I understand.
Very well, very well.
I like to buy the finished product. I'm not all about, cutting the eyes out and, all that kind of good stuff. I leave that to the commoners.
George, is it true that you had menti plantations?
Yes.
Could you go into detail one of your plantations?
No. Well, I will a little bit. Out of my opinion of, if you're gonna own, this might be this might be a controversial thing to say now, but
We
this,
like controversies.
but
Please say the controversial.
back in the days when I was George Washington, when I was the president, all long before when they elected me president, I didn't even want to be president, but I told them, I said, I'll do it, but I'm bringing my slaves with me. So I brought about 14 of my best people with me.
14, you say?
14, 15, I don't know, plus minus, whatever. You can't ever keep good, perfect count. They disappear, they reappear, you never know. But one thing I believe in was whoopings. Whippings will keep anybody in line. If when you catch them when you're breaking the rules, you gotta murder. You gotta give them lashings with no mercy.
Lord have mercy on this man. He believes in whooping. George, you're a violent
I don't
man.
just mean I'm just saying. This is what the reality of George
I'm
Washington.
just being honest.
He was a strong
I'm
believer
just
in
being
whoopings.
honest.
The whoopings.
Good Lord, George. I just love all these stories, though. Ooh.
Look it up. George Washington whooped the shit out of everybody. He did it on his plantation. That's what he done.
Very well. Very well.
That was the norm back then, I think. I don't know.
Gentlemen, if you're tuning in, today's President's Day. And I'm Tyler with Whatever Blows Your Hair Back. And that's Brad with Whatever Blows Your Hair Back. And we're here giving a President's Day, maybe a speech, kind of delivering a couple facts, having a good time, building our channel. We're a holiday special channel. Today's President's Day. What's the next holiday coming up? See if you can't pick little cues up around the desk and what we got coming up. Some cool podcasts going through. And I'm Tyler with Whatever Blows Your Hair Back. And we're going back at it. We got Brad on the sticks as
George Washington. So anything that I say is not in my voice. It is. These are facts.
We are
about
in
George
character,
Washington.
in and out of character, so you do not mix the context. And then before we go
more
back
pizza.
at it, we got a
Some
couple
more
more things to talk about President's Day, but we got a review to give on some sunglasses.
Where's the pizza?
Pizza's right there. Anyways, tune the can. Brad, get over here. Don't get out of scene. Just sit right there. I'll give you the pizza. We're giving a review first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Set the pizza down. Corporal's now gonna act crazy. He's been over there. Corporal's we feed my nasty dog pizza all the time, and Corporal's a pizza-eating maniac now. Anyhow, give me something sharp here. This will do, my fine friend. And these are sunglasses from Blenders. If anybody don't know, if you can always see in the back of my waist, I got like 50 pair of sunglasses. A lot of them are for Blenders. Usually I order like 7 at a time. And this time, I don't know how many I ordered. But we're going to see right now. And we're going to check them out. Check them out. Oracle, Red Bull Racing. Oh, Red Bull Racing, both of them. Blenders, open. Ha. Oh, they're nice cases. I have a lot of cases. These ones say Blender, actually. The other ones didn't. And we're going in. Okay, these are some perps. Okay.
Hey, there's some Rick Rosses.
Okay. What you think? How's that Pisano's Pizza?
Not
Chicago owned Pisano's Pizza. These are Blender sunglasses. You can get them at blenders.com. I buy a lot of Blenders glasses.
Those are pretty dope.
I promote these guys. These guys are thick and heavy. Try them on, B. Try them on and give you a review of Blenders after you review of Pisano's.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going in a little harder, and we got a smaller pair of sunglasses here. Blenders Eyewear. And we got boat season coming up in a couple months, and we got all kinds of glasses. We always give glasses out to all the boat babes. So that's why I'm restocking up right now, because I lost about 20 pair out there last year. Diving in the water. Oh, what are these? Oh, Lord.
Cry me a river.
These are more of presidential glasses, I would say. I might just leave these on. These are more fancy for me right now. Oh, man, this makes the room look clear.
Those make you look 30% smarter.
So we're going to keep these. We're going to wear these at the end. Why don't you go ahead and try these on, B?
These are just clear. Those just clear.
Why don't you go ahead and pass those into the sunglasses collection?
That's a long way to reach.
Well, just put them right
we'll
there.
Set them there for now.
There you go, right here. Well, actually, let's keep them on stage, front and center.
Oh yeah, I made
so people can want some. If you want
I
to
made a
order some
guy- I made
Blenders,
a
I'm
guy
sure
that
there's
worked
some
for me
Facebook ads attacking you. If you just Google Blenders, they'll attack you for the rest of your life with sunglasses ads. And then other ads and other ads. And I'll get to that in a minute while we have some other sunglasses that came from another company that I thought was Blenders, but it wasn't Blenders because of the confusion.
There was a guy who used to work for me that was kind of dumb looking.
Oh, man, dude, those glasses fit your character pretty good. Your eyes are open.
So when
finally.
people would, if as the guy who worked for me was real, he was kind of dumb looking. So I made him get some glasses. He
Change his
didn't.
life.
He didn't need them, but it made him look 30% smarter.
Holy shit, look at these babies.
So it helped.
Oh, man, dude, these are slick, lightweight, slick feeling. Oh man, perps too. They wrap on the side of the
Futuristic
head.
as hell.
Oh damn, they like speedy ones.
You look like the wheat. You look like Tron.
Could you hand me mine? Could you hand me? 4 scores of
Oh,
7
God
years
damn,
ago,
not
our
again.
fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation. And
What kind
okay.
of man? What kind of man wears these?
Do not tease me. Check these out.
I mean,
Okay, blenders. So I got three
the
pairs from
clear
you.
lenses.
They're okay. I like the case. This is a new case. I'll place it there. Rocks and blenders.
Also-
These are blenders old case right here. Oh, they say blenders here. They're hardcover. Those are way cooler. These I got so many of them. Look how many. That's how you can tell how many blenders I got. Like shit. I got like 10 cases over there. Bam. Okay, blenders off the desk. Who we got next? Coming out of San Diego. Boosted Shades. Roselle Street, San Diego, California. Man, I love San Diego. I was in boot camp Marines out there. Camp Pendleton. That's where all the babes
I
are.
fucks with San Diego.
Yeah, I mean, Brad was just out there.
Was
It's
just out
beautiful
there.
weather. I don't know if you guys fly into the airport of San Diego and you look down and you see all those like obstacle courses. That's Marine Corps boot camp. Fun fact. So you guys all fly right into the Marine Corps
Fun
boot camp.
fact.
Fun fact. Fun fact.
Fun fact,
Okay.
son.
Okay. Oh, I got two pair. Oh, I don't really like wooden ones. I thought I avoided wooden ones. Man. Ooh, dude, these are the. Oh, I forgot I ordered these. These are slick. These are these orange ones. These are kind of like springy. Bring them on the boat, drop them. Oh, they're smooth on the head. Oh man, these are just take the light different color.
Yeah.
We the people. What do you think of these ones?
You look like you going to a rave.
So those are blenders, 3 blenders. These ones right here are boosted shades, like Boosted shades, out of San Diego, California. They came. I ordered them like a couple days apart. They came a couple days apart, so shipping was the same time. This guy's put it in a lot smaller boxes, smarter, cheaper. And we got another pair here. Ooh, they got wood on the sides. I don't like the wood ones. Oh, this was the free pair they gave me. See, I ordered one. That's why I was free, because they put them in the box.
I won't get
This is
one
the free pair, because I wouldn't order wood ones. These look,
Those aren't bad.
these ain't that bad. All black, but you can tell. You can tell the free. It's like, don't break on me. And they have no.
You could tell they're free.
Oh, they even. Ooh, I'll put them in the collection. Put them in the collection. Some babe will be wearing on the boat. Stand by this summer for us. Hey, if you guys are just tuning in, I'm Tyler with Whatever Blows Your Hair Back. And this is our podcast. This is President's Day. We just did a little opening on some blender sunglasses, some boosted glasses, and gave a little review on it. We had some Pisano's pizza come in the middle of.
His feet was fired, though.
And we're going to go back to a little bit of President's Talk before I let you guys go. We're going to see, Sophia, how much time do we got tuning in?
41.
We are right at 41 minutes. We're going to close you guys out with some cool President's Talk. And get these sunglasses off me. Ooh. Brad. We're giving one more fun fact about President's Day from our time.
George Washington was a surveyor.
Oh, he was. George Washington was a surveyor before he was a president. And he was a young man.
They thought he was dumb.
He was leading the Continental Army at 20 years of age.
That's right. Well, they thought he was dumb until they saw how good he was at math. How good I was at math. And then they shut the fuck up, you know.
Well, didn't you solve some problem on the wall? And they were trying to figure out, and like you were the janitor.
Yeah, I pulled a Goodwill Hunting on him with this ponytail I got. I pulled a Goodwill Hunting, but then I ran away when they caught me solving the equation because I didn't want to be exposed to my knowledge, even though I also discovered electricity.
You hung out with Einstein. Is this correct?
No, I'm not Einstein. They say that Ben Franklin discovered electricity, but that's a lie. I discovered it. I hypothesized it, and I took a key. It wasn't a key. It was a staff I had that was made of gold, that I took off a engine in the war of 1812.
Yeah.
And so
I wasn't born yet, but I believe I do know.
So I took it out in the rain one night with a kite, it's like that I made fashioned out of eagle feathers and skins, beaver pelts and such.
Good Lord, eagle feathers and skin.
And and then I got the lightning bolt shock me and it hit that gold thing. I said, your ponytail. That is electricity, and I discovered it. Not Benjamin Franklin, me, George Washington.
And you called that moment at that time, you were like, there was electricity.
Mm-hmm.
Run through my veins.
Mm-hmm. Exactly what happened.
Good Lord.
Everybody tries to do different. They a goddamn lie.
Good Lord. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is President's Day. We just told you all about.
But we should celebrate the current president,
Holy Lord! Oh, Joe
Joey
Biden.
Buckets.
Sleepy Joe Biden. While in the president's talk, we know what we said. Donald Trump. Trump for 2024, baby. Trump for 2024. What you got to say, George?
Well, I think that the man that Joey Buckets, as they call him now, is that what they call him? Joey Biden? Joey Biden is a disgraceful embarrassment to the country, and that, my God, he should be impeached, beaten, shot, tarred, and feathered, but then you got that other lady behind him who's even worse.
Nancy
so
Pelosi.
Let's just, it's Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi's clone.
Oh, a clone.
They clone Nancy Pelosi into a black lady so she could be the ruler. And the plan is to kill Joe Biden so that she could take over, and then they say that she's going to declare a state of emergency and nullify elections, and then we're going to be in a shitstorm. Hopefully that's not happening, but Trump is going to win in the landslide. I think he's going to take that as his vice president. I don't know if he's Asian or what he is. Nuveen Gooding, you know what I'm talking about, that little guy?
No, please indulge. Please enlighten me.
Well, he's this little guy, but he God damn it, I wish I knew his name. I feel like an idiot.
Tell Sophie, ask Sophia to look him up.
What's the guy? He's like, his name's like Nuveen or something like that.
I don't know, man. Sophia,
he was a Republican
give
candidate.
her something better to look up than just you stuttering. Like,
he was a Republican candidate that I think dropped out of the race.
Do you want this, you little leprechaun?
Who were the Republican candidates
Who's the little leprechaun?
this year?
Come get my stack of gold, baby. Weed. Happy President's Day. I'm Tyler with Whatever Blows Your Hair Back. If you guys are just tuning in to us. Shout out to Chicago Fabrications. Chicago Fabrications is a company here in Chicago. We build the best primo furniture. Can you pull the website up and show them a couple projects that we do, Sophia?
Vivek Ramaswamy.
I'm Tyler with Chicago Fabrication. This is President's Day, and we are here talking about Abraham Lincoln and George Washington. And we are also going to talk about how great Chicago Fabrication is at building the best furniture. And if you guys got any, we do rooftops in the springtime. We do a lot out in New York. We do a lot out in Chicago, too, for condos. And if you need a sweet pool deck all the way around your facility, if you're a multifamily and you got a pool and there's a lot of group people, we build the seating. We'll build your station for your grill. We'll give the whole millwork package on the outside, and we make sure to use your best woods. Keep in mind, guys, when you guys are working with woods outside, you need to be using the best woods, like Ipe. Ipe is a Brazilian walnut. It's from South America. The reason you want to use such a wood that's coming from a rainforest, so when it comes and takes the Mother Nature here, it's similar. So it's got to be able to take the sun and the weathering, and the water is most important. So when you use like a pine or an oak, that wood will split, crack, and warp with any kind if it gets wet. But if you use the correct wood, you can put it outside, and a lot of people don't know that. So that's Ipe, your number one best wood that you want to use. Your second one, you can go with, people argue it, I like redwood. It's just a more beautiful wood, sleek wood. And then you can do different sorts of cedar for your third outdoor wood. People use Douglas fir too. That's a pine wood. I've used that on projects as well. So just that's what I wanted to tell you guys today about Chicago Fabrications. And make sure you follow us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, and we're always giving cool pointers on how to build and what we're building. We got some really cool projects coming up, going down at the convention centers in Chicago, some displays. So we also build displays and booths and cool stuff like that. So check us out at our website, Chicago Fabrications. Just Google Chicago Fabrications. It comes up on Google. Hit us up and give us a shout out. Thanks. We're getting back to whatever blows your hair back. And I'm Abraham Lincoln. And we got George Washington over here. George, speak in the mic. Anyhow, I was ending it, wasn't I?
Mm-hmm.
I was ending it.
You went on a tangent about the woods.
Yeah, I was ending it. So, and Tyler, whatever blows your hair back. And this is President's Day signing out. I hope you guys got some cool educational facts, and you had a fun time listening to George and Mr. Lincoln.
I'm not a crook.
And whatever he said. Signing out, and then I got Sophia on the sticks in the back.
Introducing whatever blows your hair back, baby. Whatever blows your hair back, studio.